I'm telling y'all, man, this lens is great for weddings, it's great for travel, and the number one reason why I'm getting this lens is now we can start off by going over the exterior if you want. I'm not getting into the weight per se down to the ounce. I'm not getting into how many aperture blades this bad boy has. None of that. I just want to talk about how it's built. It's a very light lens. This lens is a little bit different from the first generation one in that it comes with a programmable button right here. You can set that to whatever you want. It is weather sealed, which is nice. Everybody wants to be a professional, and to be a professional, you need to have some equipment that you can count on out in the elements, and that is this bad boy right here. Comes with a lens hood, IB, lens cap, take that off. We have a 67 millimeter filter thread on this bad boy right here, in case you want to slap some filters on there. Overall, it feels pretty well built. For me, the only thing I needed to know was that it was weather sealed. Okay, so while this thing has a programmable button on it, which I do like, and you can set that to anything and everything you want, you have the USB-C slot right there so that you can get firmware updates and to program that button. This guy doesn't have an autofocus, manual focus switch like a lot of lenses do. That could be a deal breaker to some people. It's not for me because you can go into the camera body and customize a button on your body, or even this button right here to switch between autofocus and manual focus. Like I said, for me, not a big deal breaker because rarely am I ever shooting in manual focus. Now, one thing that has been upgraded from this guy from the first generation is they have the new XVD motors in it, which has increased the autofocus from the Gen 1 to the G2 by double the speed. So I haven't shot with the first one and I have shot with this one. I have noticed that this is quicker. It is quicker to acquire focus. It's very sharp. It focuses like a native lens. Whether or not I could say it's double the speed, I don't know. When I'm out in the field with this one, or when I had the Gen 1, it's not like I had a stopwatch clocking the time as I'm acquiring focus, but I can tell that it is quicker than the first one. So I've only had this lens, thank you Tamron for sending this to me, I've only had it for 2 weeks, and I have to send it back, so I'm trying to get as much use out of it as I can. I took it with me to California. I do have a BTS video from 3 wedding shoots with this bad boy while I was out in LA with my homie Elmer from tnkphoto.com, and that's what I've shot so far with this guy. I've done some video, took it on 3 weddings like I just said, and I'm not done with it. I'm taking it with me to Mexico. I have a wedding that I leave for this week in Cancun. I'll be taking it with me there, and I'm bringing it with me to WPPI just to get more content, to get more use out of this guy, and to create some photos and test this guy out fully. Who is this lens for? I think this lens is for a few different people. I think it's for wedding photographers. This is a great medium zoom lens. You have wedding photographers that are out there that believe in kind of the holy trinity of zoom lenses, where you have 3 different ones. You got the wides, where in Tamron's case, I would do like the 20 to 40. Then you have the medium length zoom lens, which is this guy, 28 to 75. And then you obviously have the more telephoto for Tamron, the 70 to 180 G2. So people that still kind of shoot in that kind of mindset of having those 3 zoom lenses, this guy's the perfect medium zoom lens for your kit. Who else it's for is for travel photographers or videographers. Like the 28 to 75 focal length is a really nice focal length. At 28, you're getting pretty wide, and you can punch in at 75 and get a little bit of a telephoto effect on that at 2.8. It's a nice travel lens. It's a good vlogging lens. It's a good foodie lens. This is a great lens for people that have a kit lens and are trying to graduate into the next kind of evolution of being a photographer into like a pro lineup. This would be your first pro lineup lens if you ask me. And it's also really good for videographers. There's so many wedding videographers that I know and have worked with that have this lens or the Gen 1. Reason being, it's obviously very nice. It's good focal length, 28 to 75, but it's very light. So you have a lot of photographers out there that have gimbals and everything set up. And you know, when you put a camera on a gimbal, you know, you kind of have to balance it and things like that. For a lens that's this light, it kind of makes your run and gun setup using a gimbal pretty easy. All that being said, I wanted this to be a quick review. So far, this guy has been with me on the beach, in a desert, in a Catholic church, in the rain, in mist, in sand, all sorts of places. He's held up. Very good build. Love the weather sealing. The image quality is amazing. I've been putting photos throughout this review so far. I'm going to leave you guys with some more. The image quality is fantastic. Everything Tamron produces for me is amazing. I would really recommend this for any wedding photographer out there that does believe in kind of the three zoom lineup, the wide, the medium, and the telephoto zooms. I think this is for you. I'm going to buy this lens for my content creation and making videos. That's why I'm buying this lens. Will he be in my wedding day lineup, my wedding day kit? He'll be in there. Will I use him that much? And it's no slight to him, not really, because I have the Tamron 35-150, which is the ultimate lens. That being said, he will be traveling with me everywhere. I'm using him for content. Super amazing lens. If y'all aren't messing with Tamron, something's wrong with you. Check this lens out. If you have this lens, tell me about it. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about it. If you don't want this lens, leave me some comments. Tell me everything you have to say about this lens and Tamron in general, because Tamron is really cooking lately. That being said, thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. And here's some photos from this bad boy. Peace.